Welcome back to another National Real Estate Exam Prep. And today we're going to talk about property ownership. More specifically, we're going to go over 5 questions with their explanations as to why they are the answer. All of these will terminate an easement except the release of the right of the easement from the servient tenant to the dominant tenant. An easement can be terminated when the owner of the dominant tenant who benefits from the easement relinquishes their rights to the owner of the servient tenant. All other listed events can also result in the termination of an easement. The priority of liens refers to which of these? The order in which liens will be paid if a property is sold to satisfy a debt. The priority of liens determines the order in which claims against a property are settled. Generally, the rule is first to record, first in right, meaning that recording date establishes the lien's priority. However, property taxes and special assessments are exceptions to this rule, as they take precedence over all other liens, regardless of their recording dates. In an offer, a buyer requested the freestanding bookcase and the installed hot tub with the property. Negotiations went back and forth, and the buyer's agent finally wrote a new offer that failed to mention either item. At closing, the buyer should expect to have the hot tub remain and the bookcase removed by the seller. The hot tub, being a fixture, must specifically be excluded from the contract if the seller intends to keep it. In contrast, the bookcase is considered personal property and can be removed by the seller as it is not automatically included in the contract. The owner has a large parcel of land surveyed into lots and streets and files a subdivision plat. Each lot can legally be described by which of these? Lot and block system. The lot and block system is commonly used to describe properties within subdivisions. The rectangular survey system divides land into rectangles and references them using principal meridians and baselines. The meets and bounds system defines the perimeter of a parcel by beginning at a specific point and returning to that same point. It's important to note that a street address is not considered a legal property description. Neighbor A uses neighbor B's driveway to reach neighbor A's garage, which is on neighbor A's property. Neighbor B's attorney explains that ownership rights of neighbor A's real estate includes an easement, a prudent giving neighbor A's the right to use neighbor B's driveway. In this case, neighbor B's property is the servient tenement. In an imprudent easement, the parcel burdened by the easement is called the servient tenement, which the parcel benefiting from the easement is known as the dominant tenement. In this case, neighbor B's property serves as the servient tenement, and neighbor A's property is the dominant tenement. It's important to note that the easement does not create a leasehold estate. In contrast, a license is a personal privilege granted by a landowner, allowing someone to enter the property for a specific purpose. All right, this was 5 questions with their explanations to help you pass your national real estate exam. If this was helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe because we drop a new video every week to help you pass your national real estate exam.